Hello friends, welcome to my channel Quiz and Storyline. Friends, I kindly request you to subscribe to my second channel, Anokai Movie Stories, where I explain this video in Urdu. A link has been provided in the description. Today, we are going to talk about a movie. It's the 25th century. In this world, all glaciers have melted, and now the entire earth is covered with water. The sea level has risen by 50,000 feet, and those who survived live in floating settlements on the sea. They have adapted to this environment, but there is a mythical theory that an island lies at the bottom of the ocean, and that place is called dry land. Everyone wants to find it. Then, we see a man named Dastan, who owns a boat. Dastan urinates in a container and puts it into a machine to purify it, after which he drinks it because the sea water is undrinkable. At this time, water is extremely valuable. Dastan receives a board, and the owner of the boat tells him that when two wanderers meet, they must exchange goods. He responds that he doesn't want his goods and should just do his own thing. Suddenly, pirates appear whose only job is to kill people. As soon as the man sees the pirates, he shows Dastan the fruit he has just stolen from his boat. He says, "You will die, and you'll never get out of here because your boat is damaged." But Dastan's boat is very advanced. He presses a few buttons. Seeing this, the man tears the sail of Dastan's boat, which slows it down. In the meantime, the pirates spot Dastan's boat. They try to kill him, but Dastan doesn't see them, so he escapes unharmed. Dastan quickly reaches the settlement and shows them some soil. The people are astonished to see the soil because, just as diamonds and jewels are valuable today, soil is extremely precious in this time. Dastan uses this to gain entry into the settlement. When they weigh the soil, it comes out to be 3.5 kilograms. They offer Dastan 62 gold coins in exchange for the soil. Dastan says he doesn't want 62 but double that amount, and they agree. Soil was so valuable at that time because people could grow crops in it and produce food. Dastan takes the coins and goes to a shop to buy water to drink. There, he notices a tomato plant, which he wants to buy. The shopkeeper, a girl named Devasina, says, "If you want this plant, you'll have to give me half of your coins." Dastan needed the plant, so he agrees and buys it. Devasina had another girl with her named Untika, whom she was looking after. After purchasing the plant, Dastan begins to leave when a group of people from the settlement approaches him. They bring a girl with them and tell Dastan, "You must have relations with this girl, and once she becomes pregnant, you can take supplies and leave." The people of the settlement asked Dastan this because he was an outsider and not one of their own. Their community was suffering from genetic degeneration. However, Dastan firmly refuses and says, "You have nothing to offer me." He begins to walk away, but the people become suspicious and accuse him of being a pirate, so they capture him. They notice gills behind his ears. Upon seeing the gills, one man shouts, "He is a mutant." They imprison him and start to drown him in water, planning to use his body as a weapon after his death. But before Dastan can drown, the pirates attack the settlement. Dastan starts to sink, but Devasina comes to his rescue. She says, "I can save you, but in return, you must take us with you. Dastan agrees, and the three of them escape from there. The pirates destroy the settlement and take control of it. The leader of the pirates says, "I want the girl with the tattoo." He was referring to Untika, who had a tattoo on her stomach. They believed that the tattoo was a map to reach dryland. In this world, there are three types of tribes. One group consists of pirates whose only goal is to kill or be killed. The second group is ordinary humans who live in settlements and lead simple lives. The third group consists of mutants who have gills behind their ears, enabling them to breathe underwater. Dastan is also a mutant. Devasena tells Dastan that they must kill Untika because they don't have enough water for all three to survive. In this world, water is extremely valuable because seawater is undrinkable, and there are no other water sources. Devasena refuses and says that Untika is just a child. Dastan responds, "Without water, both of you will die. It's better if only one dies." But Devasena stops him, and Dastan abandons the idea of killing Untika. Meanwhile, the pirate leader, Yahumu, instructs his men to capture the girl with the tattoo at any cost. He was referring to Untika, who has a tattoo on her stomach that they believe shows the path to dryland. Yahumu sends his men after Dastan. They reach him and launch an attack. Dastan goes inside to grab a weapon, but Devasena believes he has fled, so she jumps into the fight herself. She grabs a gun and fires at the pirates' ship, but the ship starts circling their boat. Eventually, Dastan returns and cuts the rope with great difficulty, allowing the ship to escape. However, in the process, Dastan's boat is completely destroyed. In anger, Dastan cuts off Devasena and Untika's hair and says, "From now on, no one touches anything on my boat." Afterward, they continue their journey. Along the way, they spot a boat with a man on it. Devasena suggests they talk to him, as he might have some food. Dastan doesn't like the idea, but he agrees at Devasena's insistence. The man has something valuable, a piece of paper, since the world has been destroyed, and making paper is now impossible. The man tells Dastan, "I'll give you the paper, but in return, you must hand over Devasena to me." Dastan accepts the deal and says, "Devasena will be yours for half an hour." The man takes Devasena to the basement and attempts to assault her, but Dastan arrives just in time and declares, "The deal is off." The man pulls out a knife and tries to attack Dastan, but Dastan kills him. Knowing that both Devasena and Untika are starving, Dastan goes into the sea, catches a large fish, and feeds them. As time passes, a friendship develops between Dastan and Devasena. Dastan even teaches Untika how to swim. Although he initially didn't want to stay with them, he has now become an integral part of their group. One day, Dastan notices that a group of pirates is searching for them because they want Untika. The pirates are after the map on Untika's stomach, which they believe shows the way to dryland. Dastan tries to escape on his boat, but he becomes suspicious about why the pirates are chasing them. Devasena tells him that the map on Untika's stomach is what the pirates are after. Dastan replies, "That's ridiculous, such a place doesn't exist." Devasena responds, "When we first found Untika, there was soil in her basket, and that soil was more beautiful and richer than yours. Also, the glass and musical instruments on your boat came from the same land because nothing like that exists in the sea world. Dastan then says, "Come on, I'll show you the dry land." He locks Devasena in a box and takes her to the bottom of the sea, where there are large abandoned buildings. People once lived there. Dastan shows all this to Devasena to kill any false hope she might have. When they come back up, they see that the pirates have taken over their boat. The pirates ask them, "Where is Untika?" In fact, Untika had already hidden herself on the boat when she saw the pirates. Devasena spots Untika but doesn't reveal her because she knows the pirates can't be trusted. Yahumu says, "If they don't tell us, kill them both." Just as the pirates are about to kill them, Untika comes out and surrenders herself to the pirates. Yahumu orders his men to kill Dastan and Devasena, but Dastan grabs Devasena and dives into the water. Devasena cannot breathe underwater because, unlike Dastan, she isn't a mutant, she's an ordinary human. Dastan breathes air into her mouth, and they stay underwater for a long time. When they surface, they see that the pirates have completely destroyed Dastan's boat. Seeing Dastan's goodness and humanity, Devasena starts to fall in love with him, and the two grow closer. Dastan finds the same piece of paper that the man had given him earlier. The paper contains a map of an island full of trees. Untika had drawn a similar map. Dastan realizes that the map on Untika's back is indeed the map to dryland because Untika only draws what she has seen. However, escaping was impossible because their boat was destroyed. After some time, a man arrives with a flying balloon. He was from Devasena's village and had escaped from the pirates. He tells Devasena, "It's a good thing you set the boat on fire, otherwise, I would have never found you." He takes both Dastan and Devasena into his balloon. Dastan decides that he will bring Untika back. He reaches the pirates' large ship, where Yahumu and his men are. Dastan stands before Yahumu and says, "I want the girl." Yahumu replies, "Son, you're not going to leave here alive." Dastan pulls out a torch and throws it into a nearby tank, causing a massive explosion that kills all the pirates. Dastan begins searching for Untika but sees that Yahumu is flying away with her in an airplane. Dastan ties a rope to the plane, causing it to crash. The large ship is now about to sink, but before it goes down, Devasena arrives with the flying balloon and rescues them. At that moment, a massive explosion occurs on the ship, killing almost all the pirates. However, Yahumu is still alive and fires a gun at Untika. The bullet misses her but grazes past, causing Untika to fall into the water. The pirates start moving toward her. Dastan leaps from above, retrieves Untika from the water, and brings her up. The three pirates who were trying to catch Untika collide with each other, triggering a huge explosion that kills Yahumu and the remaining pirates. In this way, Dastan saves Untika's life. The man with them knows how to read the map and discovers the location of dryland. Eventually, they all reach the dry land, where they find a small hut. Inside the hut, there are some skeletons, which belong to Untika's parents. They also find tattoo-making tools because Untika's parents knew they were going to die. That's why they tattooed the map on Untika's back and placed her in a basket, along with some of the dry soil from the land, so that whoever found Untika would also know where High Dryland was. They did this because Untika was very young at the time, and if she had stayed there, she might not have survived. As her parents had hoped, their plan had finally worked out. After that, we see that the story does not fit well here because he is not a human but a fish. Therefore, he wants to return to the ocean, even though Devsena and Antika do not want him to go back. However, he has to leave because his true world is the sea. I request you to help us reach 10,000 subscribers on our channel soon. We hope you will enjoy this video and give it a like. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for your loving comments. See you in the next video.